Oh, what's good, guys? My name is Hunter Main, and today I'm bringing you guys a little thoughts and opinion video on the recently released Black Ops 2 zombie trailer. And I gotta say, that trailer looks so fucking intense. I mean, we saw a lot of old stuff returning, which I'll get into, and a lot of new stuff, which I'll also get into, and some crazy mechanics, includes the bus, and a very, very large map. And I like how they brought this new mode in called Transit, which is what was primarily displayed in the trailer. And I like it because it's innovative, I guess you could say, and it's different from what we're used to in survival mode. And I think, at least I'm hoping that in this mode, the longevity is there. You know, like because when you play survival mode or the classic Black Ops 1 mode, you tend to get bored when you get so many rounds in. Trust me, I know. I've done up to like round 50 on Kino, and I know that at like round 30, I was starting to get bored already. And I think I'm hoping, anyways, with Transit, there's some sort of objective or goal or mission, or even just a story to it at least, and which will allow further make it more fun to get to the round 50. If there even is rounds in this, I don't even know. I wasn't even paying attention to see if there was the round counter in the corner during the trailer, which I don't think there was. I don't know, but anyways, um, and it's on a huge, huge, large map that you navigate with either by foot or by taking the bus. And on the bus, which I think of the bus is a nice little touch to the map, because it's like a safe haven, but to not really a safe haven, but like a faster way to travel throughout the this very expansive map. But you're not at safe, or you're not safe because zombies are still able to get through the bus and onto the roof, and even you're able to get on the roof, which I think is a brilliant touch. I love that idea, and just the fact that and the fact that it's just there as an option, whether or not you are able to take the bus and go to a separate area by yourself, or do you have to wait for everybody, I don't know. But I hope it's so that you are able to go to each map by yourself. At least I would hope so. Oh, excuse me, fucking tired. Whew. It's like fucking 7 in the morning here, and I haven't even gone to bed yet. But anyways, it's a long story. You should see a video for that. Why I'm up so late to zombies with Molly Snake. But moving on. And like we said, we saw some old stuff returning, tying in the classic survival mode stuff into this transit mode, such as the drops. I'm assuming all the drops, probably even new drops, are coming back, such as max ammo as we saw in the trailer, and some of the old perks that we saw. What do you call it? Speed Cola, which is fantastic. And I know there was a leaked image that was revealed that showed a new perk which seemed to be called RIP Cola. I don't know what it is. If you asked me, it would be that you would survive longer when downed. That would be my guess what that perk would do. But who knows? We won't know till the game comes out. Actually, that's probably not even true. We might get some more perk details as time goes on. But don't hold your breath. You know how Treyarch is with that. And one cool feature I saw, which I think is really, really fresh, and will bring a new playstyle to zombies. Was the fact that you're able to build stuff. We saw that they built a riot shield out of a car door, and it looks like rope and some other stuff. And it just makes me wonder what else you could build. I think I heard somewhere, such as I think it was on like a joystick article or something, that you actually are able to get a wrench and build other things. But don't quote me on that. I have a poor memory. But yeah, like I said, it makes you wonder what else you build. I mean, can you build onto the ride shield to make it even better? Who knows? You might be able to make other things like electrical weapons and stuff like that. And we saw a lot of main focus on what to me looks like electricity. I mean, you saw the thunderstorm, and you saw that machine that looked like, some people are saying it's a teleporter, which I don't know. I doubt it. It might be something that is fueling the zombies. I don't know. Who knows? But it looks like that's going to play a big part into at least the story mode of Transit, and which I think is cool. Like I said, I think Transit needs to have an objective to make this game a little more extend the longevity of the game. But There's also zombies that are on fire. Like they walk over the lava, they catch on fire, which I thought was a cool little touch to it. And like I said, the problem with zombies, the classic zombies, is that it wasn't much diversity within the mechanics or within the gameplay of itself to keep you on your toes. I mean, really, all you had to do was run circles. And just looking at the gameplay, it looks like these zombies are a lot faster than they were in Black Ops, which means because in Black Ops you're able to do the circle train or the rape train, as some people may call it. Um, and the reason is because the zombies were never faster than you. If you could walk and they would stay behind you, they wouldn't hit you. And because they were just, that little bit slower than you. But it looks like them running is just as fast, if not faster than you. So who knows, the rape train might not be a viable option in this game. Which, part of me says, oh, that sucks, because that whole get to a higher round doing that is gone. I won't be able to do that. But then at the same time, part of me is like, yes, now I have to find a new strategy, and getting to those high rounds, those high, round 50 or higher, actually means something because it means that you have strategy. You use a strategy, you use skill to get to that round, which I'm actually really, really excited for. So, what else did we see? Nothing in terms of the trailer. I don't think we saw very much more, at least that I could think of off the top of my head. Well, other than you can use the bus to go to more than 5 maps. It looks like, which, like I said, is pretty cool. And it makes you wonder, does all 5 people have to be the same, or all 4 people have to be in the same area, or can each person be in a different map, and so on and so forth. But some other stuff was released throughout the joystick article that I mentioned earlier, and one of them is that survival mode will be back, or the classic mode, which we're calling survival mode, and which will basically be each individual map from transit. Each individual section from transit will be its own tailored, like custom-made map for survival, which I think is all right. The only down part of that, I'm gonna pretty much have 5 or more maps that are gonna look identical. Well, not identical, but like the feel and the color, the flow of it and whatnot, may be the same more or less. And of course, we have the Nuketown zombies that will get that you get if you got the Harden or Care Package Edition. But moving on from that, I mean, there's not much. Well, I guess I could talk a little bit about the Easter egg. Now, see, in my opinion, it seems like in the transit mode, you got the 4 new characters. I think in the survival mode, you'll be playing as the old characters. I don't think you'll be playing as Richthofen. I think Richthofen will be just more like a side character from now on. I think you may actually play as Samantha. I don't know. Or maybe we'll get someone new. I mean, there is a lot of people talking about a replacement character, more or less, or we may continue playing as Richthofen, but with Samantha in his body. That would be a viable option, but a lot of people say, who knows, Sergeant Frank Woods might be that 4th character in transit mode that nobody seems to be able to pick out. And I'm saying the older one, like not the Sergeant Frank Woods from Black Ops, and not the one you saw in Black Ops 2, the older one, but the guy in the middle of those 2 time dates or time frames. So, and to say that because I think he had a Group 935 or 115 tattoo or something on him. I can't remember. It's something along those lines. But to me, that seems kind of far-fetched to me. But moving on from that, there's also the new mode called Grief, which is 4Z4, 4v4, but they call it 4Z4, which pretty much 4 players versus 4 players versus zombies, and it's kind of like you pick up power-ups to screw up the other team. Maybe you cut off a route, or you make the zombies strongest for them, or something along those lines. Maybe you deplete their ammo. I don't know, but I think that'll be really fun. I personally would like to start a series where it's like me, Harptoad, Mindless Link, and Mr. Shibbles versus 4 of you guys, subscribers, and who knows, if you guys beat us, we may just give you a prize of some sort. But that's just an idea in the air floating around. That may never actually come to light. We'll see how that goes, though, and how you guys receive it if we ever do a pilot episode of that. But my theory is that there's going to be like I said, there's 2 teams of 4 that are going to be human players, which means I think one team is going to be the new zombie slayers, or whatever you want to call them, from the transit mode, and then the other team will be the 4 zombie players from Black Ops. Nikolai, Dempsey, and all them. That's my thought, and that's also the reason why I think that that fourth hidden character isn't one of the old characters. I'm talking about Transit here. Isn't one of the old characters from Black Ops, just because of the fact that I think that's going to be the four main characters from Black Ops One as one team, and then the four characters from the new zombies as one team. But anyways, I think I pretty much shared my opinion on that. Okay, overall, I'm excited for this. I am extremely excited for this. I've always loved zombies, and I think that they went above and beyond. At least my expectation for the next zombies. I honestly thought when they said, Black Ops 2 coming out, blah blah. When they first announced it's going to be Black Ops 2, I personally thought that if they did zombies, it was just going to be new maps, a couple new perks, maybe a couple little tweaks to like a new innovative style, like the lander stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I didn't actually expect to see a whole new mode, or sorry, two whole new modes of zombies alongside the original classic, with alongside the building stuff. Which, now that I think of it, will the building stuff be integrated into the survival mode? That will also be interesting to see. And the only thing that I'm really worried about is now that the fact that transit mode is their mainstay, primary zombie mode. I think that's what they called it. Their main focus, and I just hope that because of that was their main focus, they didn't take a lot of focus away from survival mode, because that classic zombie mode will always be, that dear thing to me, what I will have probably the most fun with. At least I think I will right now. Obviously, I don't know until I try transit or even the grief mode, but I'm just hoping for the best for all three new modes, and I'm extremely excited for this the stat tracker, because now that they moved it over to the multiplayer engine, they're able to track how many zombies you killed, how many revives you've done, and stuff like that. Ooh, excuse me. But anyways, guys, that's my opinion. That's my thoughts, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you did, hit that like button for me. I would appreciate it. And thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, stay dirty.